Hi everyone, welcome to the Smoke Learning Channel Halloween special. In this video, we'll import a carved 3D pumpkin into action and give it the flickering treatment. If you take offense to blood, guts or gore, please keep watching, as this video focuses on lighting and no offensive subject matter. To follow along if you dare, please click the link in the YouTube description to download the media. Alternatively, if you're watching the podcast version of this video, then type the link displayed in your internet browser. So I've created a 3-second black color source, opened it as a sequence, and applied a ConnectFX. In the ConnectFX node bin, drag out an action node and drop it into the flow graph. Double-click on the action node for its controls. Switch to the action schematic with Escape and go to the action node bin. Locate and double-click on the import node to enter into the file browser. Switch the format to FBX and navigate the folders to the downloaded file. Select the pumpkin file and press load. Not very scary, is it? But wait! Switch to the Node Preferences menu and enable shading. Meet Jack. This model was made in Autodesk Maya and lightly sculpted in Autodesk Mudbox. Now let's make it interesting. Go back to the action node bin and drag out a light into the action schematic. This light will illuminate the insides of Jack. Now add a second light into the composite. Double-click on this light for its controls. Move the light back in Z and position it any way you like to give it an eerie feel. Now we want the light to flicker inside of Jack, so double-click on the first light to select it. Hold Shift and click on the intensity slider to select the channel. Now you could animate this by manually keyframing it, but time waits for no pumpkin. Let's write a noise expression for the flicker. Switch to the animation menu. Click the expression button to the left or press Shift close square bracket. Now we want the noise value to be always positive or absolute, so type ABS open bracket. This ensures the light never goes beyond 0. Next, type noise open bracket frame divided by 12 close bracket. This means that the noise value will gradually change over a few frames instead of every frame. The higher this value, the slower the flickering. Next, type times 200, so the noise value will be multiplied by a factor of 200. And finally, complete the absolute portion of the expression by adding a closing bracket. Press Enter to confirm. You should see the noise curve in the animation editor, and if you scrub the time bar, the light should be flickering. Now let's make Jack laugh at us. Firstly, drag a connection from the geometry's axis to both of the lights in the action schematic. This will keep everything locked together. Now double-click on the topmost axis. Rotating in X will give us the evil laughing head movements. But once again, time is against us. Let's use the noise expression again. Hold Shift and click on the X rotation channel to select it. Switch to the animation menu. Click the expressions button or press Shift close square bracket. Type noise open bracket frame divided by 10 close bracket times 15. Press Enter. So the noise will gradually generate but multiply by a value of 15. Scrubbing the time bar, Jack is laughing at us. Now here's a tip. If you want the whole curve to shift up slightly, open the expression editor. Type +2 and press Enter. So even with a generated expression, you can shift the animated curve to any value you want. Now let's fly Jack at the screen. Double-click on the top axis again for its controls. Go to frame 1 and turn on Auto Key. Move Jack back in Z space. Now go to the last frame. Move Jack forward in Z space until the light blinds the camera. Now turn Auto Key off and scrub the time bar. Now he is almost complete, but let's enhance the light from the inside of Jack's head. We will use multiple action outputs to achieve this. Select the result view and switch to the output menu. Click Copy to duplicate the first output of action. To isolate the lighting in Jack's head, ensure the new output is selected. Press Option E to edit the objects for output. Click on the second light. So this output only shows the inside of Jack's head. Select the result view again and press F4 to toggle the action outputs. Now let's work on the glow. Hover over the action schematic and press Option Escape for the Connect Effects schematic. Switch to the Connect Effects node bin and drag out a 2D histogram. Take the second output of action and connect it into the histogram. Double-click on the node and crush the white levels halfway down. Go back to the Connect Effects node bin. Drag out a blur node and connect it using the result of the 2D histogram. Double-click on the blur node and increase the blur around to 20. Also push the gain to around 200. Now let's bring it all together. Switch to the Connect Effects menu and drag out a glow node. Connect the first action output into the red front input. And connect the result of the blur node into the blue matte input. Double-click on the node for its controls. Now we are working in 16-bit float space, so sometimes combining positive and negative values will result in gruesome behavior. To get rid of this, switch to the Node Preferences menu. Clamp the 16-bit input so that the colors exist between 0 and 1. Go back to the glow controls. Change the blending mode to Max Lighten for a more disturbing look. Adjust glow transparency to taste. As a final touch, go back to the Action Node Preferences menu. Set the Software Anti-Aliasing to 4. Also enable Motion Blur. Increase the samples to 15 and the shutter to 0.5. Remember to connect the output of your glow to the CFX output. Exit Connect Effects and render the segment. So watch out! Jack is coming to get you. Sleep well, my friends. Comments, feedback and suggestions are always welcome and appreciated. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to the Smoke Learning channel for future videos.